Assalamu alaikum. Can you hear me? Okay, good. So, first of all, Eid Mubarak to all of you. We have very important guests that are going to come, so we need to, maintain silence, and it will be about 35 minutes of the whole function. So please make sure that, you keep your cell phones down and maintain ultimate silence in respect of the guests that we have. And very important thing, one of the guests, the Micah, has requested us not to record what he speaks because, Nasir, can you increase the volume? Yeah. So he has asked us not to record his speech, so please be respectful for that. And because the case is still going on, so we have to be very careful and be respectful, and that is the condition on which he's coming. So make sure that we are, really respecting that, and please don't go out. Can you have a seat here unless there is an emergency? So we are going to stop people from going out and in. Can you close the doors, please? Hello? Yeah. Can you please close the doors so that people can sit here? Yeah. So when the guests are coming here, I would request all of you to just stand up and give them a round of applause and then sit down. So that way when we give them our due respect, they have come all the way from Portland, going through such an enormous tragedy. So let's just be respectful for them. Yeah. So please stand up for a minute and give them a round of applause as they come. You can sit here. Hi, down. Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, it's okay. Where is speech? My speech. Yeah. No, not this. Oh, sorry. Yeah, please sit down. And please maintain silence. A'udhu billahi minash shaitani rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. In the name of Allah, the most gracious and most merciful. The Quran tells us that whoever saves a soul, it is as if he had saved the mankind entirely. Talishin Meredin Namkai Miche, Rick Best, and Micah Fletcher saved mankind entirely on the fateful day last month. Let's give them a round of applause. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said that heaven lies at the feet of one's mother. Asha Deliverance and Margie Fletcher are noble mothers who raise their children with the most noble of characters. So please give her a round of applause. The prophet, peace be upon him, has said, "The best of you is he from whom good is anticipated." Brother Wajdi said, the co-founder and the president of MET in Portland, helped raise $1.2 million for our Portland heroes. Good came from Brother Wajdi and from MET, which I urge all of you to go and support. Executive Constantine and Mayor Marcion are the leaders who have repeatedly stood up against hate and discrimination. Thank you both for working so hard every day to make our county and our city one of the best places in the world to work and live, a place where we feel safe. So give them a round of applause. Micah, Asha, Margie, Wajdi, Dow, and Mayor, thank you for coming to MAPS today. You have taken time on Sunday and have traveled from far to be with us. We really appreciate your presence here today. Today, we mark the completion of the blessed month of Ramadan. The last 10 nights were specially blessed when we believers, we are urged to seek peace, inner peace and peace around us. Peace is the night. Peace is the night is how the Quran describes the night of power in Ramadan. Yet, a casual reading of the news these past 10 days causes much distress. A teenage girl is attacked, kidnapped and murdered in Virginia. A terrorist rams worshippers coming out of mosque in London. A racist hurls Islamophobic slurs at Muslims in Bellevue and is then arrested. Then so-called Muslims attacked security personnel and the public in Paris, Brussels, and Flint, Michigan. It is easy to look at these tragic events and ask, where is the peace? It is easy to give in to despair. It's easy to only see evil in the world. But is this an accurate picture? Indeed, good people are all around us. Hope is all around us. Peace is all around us. As tragic as these events were, they were anomalies. They are exceptions. For every racist out there, there are 1,000 persons of conscience. One is sitting right here with us today. For every terrorist out there, there are 1,000 Muslims and non-Muslims who are peace-loving and kind and fair. And for every murderer and vile supremacist out there, there are our heroes who are protecting us. Taliesin, Rick, and Micah are heroes. They stood up for two young girls they never met before. They stood up to hate. They stood up to racism. They stood up to violence. They stood up to evil. And ultimately, two of them sacrificed their ultimate perished thing is their life. Today, in fact, marks 1 month when our heroes sacrificed their lives and gave so much to protect these two young girls, one in hijab. The memories are so fresh, but we will not forget them. We will remember our heroes and their actions forever. Taliesin, Rick, and Micah are good men, virtuous men, exemplary men. They are true brothers, true friends, and true neighbors. In the words of Dr. King, the true neighbor will risk his position, his prestige, and even his life for the welfare of others. Taliesin, Rick, and Micah represent the best of what we can all hope to attain, the sacrifice of self for the soul of another. They demonstrate clearly that good exists and that good always triumphs over evil. They bring comfort to the downtrodden as they prove there are those who would set up and protect the weak. They shine light on the true character that has made this country truly great. A character that blends bravery, selflessness, and sacrifice. Taliesin, Rick, and Micah are the true American heroes. The American Muslim community cannot thank Taliesin, Rick, and Micah enough. America cannot thank Taliesin, Rick, and Micah enough. The American Muslim community cannot thank mothers Asha and Margie enough. America cannot thank Asha and Margie enough. We are all so grateful to you, and we will be forever indebted to you. Thank you so very much. Acts of hate and acts of bravery do not happen in vacuum. Hate speech, sowing division, seeding fear of the other result in the hate crimes. Aspiring for noble values, building bridges, emphasizing our commonality, give rise to the heroes. Leaders who exploit differences among people for measly gains encourage haters. Mothers who nurture their children with love and care for all raise heroes. We are so blessed to have Dow and the mayor, our courageous leaders among us today who have strongly denounced discrimination and hate crimes and who have strongly advocated for diversity and for unity. We are so blessed to have Asha and Margie, admirable mothers among us today who have raised heroes. Asha, if you could please come up and say a few words addressing our community, we would really honor and appreciate you. Yeah, it's on.
I never know to speak very well. You're so beautiful. This community, thank you for honoring my son and for understanding that this was an ordained event. My son did not die in vain. He died because we needed someone to make a statement that they were willing to lay their life down. And I'm grateful it was a Muslim girl because this is the biggest issue we have right now in our country. And my son is doing great. I've had many messages. So my gratitude outweighs my sorrow, most definitely. And my cup is half full and filling up quickly. We are one people. We all are breathed by the same God. And that God is a God of love. And I believe that there's 99.9% people on this planet that know that God so well that they would do the same. And I believe that that 0.01% that would not is only unable to do so because they lack nurturance. So our duty to make this planet a perfect heavenly home for all is to nurture those who do not have the nurturing, the home, the food, whatever it is, the education that they need to become who they really are. These are all the issues that we are all here trying to address in our lives, in our daily lives. We all work very hard to bring forward the best for humanity. And this is not unseen by the heavens. When Taliesin passed over, he was greeted by thousands and thousands of light beings who welcomed him with a big celebration. I know this because I've been told by people who don't know me from all over the world that this was so, and they all said the same thing. And on the other side of what we call the physical world is a great band of light beings who are here cheering us on as we do our daily work. All of this will be lifted to heaven. All of this which we call the physical world, which we perceive as a battle right now, this will be lifted. I promise you so.
Thank you so much, Asha. She didn't describe one of the last words of television before he lost his life there. I love all of you. So just give a round of applause. Our hero, Micah, words are not enough for us to express our deep sense of gratitude to you. Please come and say a few words to our community. Thank you so much, Micah, for addressing our community, and may God protect you. Executive Constantine is no stranger to maps. He attended our SERA conference. Always advocated for a diverse and strong county. Its leaders like you who have made Washington such a strong advocate for equal opportunity and equal rights, be it defeating the travel ban or welcoming our war of our refugees. Our state remains a model for our country to follow. We are honored to have you address our community today, so please say a few words.
Thank you for having me. Eid Mubarak.
Nidmo.
I am, as you are, honored and humbled to be here in the presence of these two people. Asha, thank you for sharing your pain and grief as well as your hope for yourself and for humanity. Micah, thank you not merely for what you did that day, but for the words, for using art, for reminding us the ways in which we can communicate, to open up our souls, to show us what is hidden inside us, and communicate with our fellow humans about how we can make this world better. Art truly has the opportunity to help unite us in ways that our normal methods of communicating do not. And Talisha and Rick, we honor their memories by recommitting ourselves to building a community where all are respected and all are safe and all are equal. The heroism and the humanity demonstrated that terrible day inspire us to work even harder to do what we can in our lives for peace and for justice. The sacred month of Ramadan, observed by Muslims in virtually every nation around the entire globe, is a beautiful and significant way for people to unite. But these are difficult days in our nation and in our world. So many powerful forces seem intent on driving us apart from one another. In this spiritual time, it is good to be here with friends, to reflect on family and community. Dr. Martin Luther King, for whom this county is named, once observed, "Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that." This morning we celebrate the light of knowledge, the light of clarity, the light of community. We must be a nation of hope and freedom for all, where we make real that self-evident truth that was announced at the birth of our country, that all are created equal and that each of us equally has the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit not merely of property or of wealth, but of genuine happiness. This is a time of tremendous change and great uncertainty. But my message is simple. The bounty of this place is for everyone. Whether your family has been here for weeks or for generations or for millennia, you belong here. We have worked in partnership with many in this room to make real the promise of America, the promise of a nation governed by the rule of law. We created the King County Resilience Fund with many of you to make real that promise, that people would be able to get the resources to protect their legal rights, resources available to immigrants and refugees, resources to people suffering official and unofficial discrimination in this country. We are making good on being a community that is creating the change we want to see in our nation, the promise of a nation with a deep sense of humanity. We have worked with local governments across this region, like Redmond, to join together and pledge to be a welcoming community, the promise of a nation that stands on principle no matter who is in power. This administration will pass into history. But endures, though, what must endure are our values, our obligation to struggle to advance the American experiment, to take the brilliant vision of a self-governing, egalitarian, pluralistic society announced by our deeply imperfect founders and do the thing they could only dream of doing, make it real. It is an honor to be with you today as we recognize those who've given so very much in the struggle to do just that.
Thank you so much for your words, Dow. We welcome you on behalf of our community and we thank you for all the effort that you're doing. Now, I would like to invite our mayor. We feel so blessed to be the citizens of Redmond. Our city is known for many things, from its technology companies to its bicycle culture. Yet, what makes Redmond so wonderful is the sense of family that its citizens feel living here, and the credit goes to our mayor, John Marshon. So please come and address the community.
As mayor, I constantly think about community. And today, with the backdrop of who we're celebrating and recognizing, think about community. The first community when you're born is your mom and your dad. Then you have brothers and sisters. You grow the community is bigger when you go to school, when you go to mosque or church. The community can grow more when you're on a soccer team. The community is constantly growing. But the ultimate community is when you draw the circle so big that you can include everybody. Our prophets, our God recognizes us, rewards us when we take care of the stranger. When we reach out to the piece of the community that we've never met before until that day. And when we're called to action, was a tragedy, and it was filled with fear. And the antidote to fear is hope. And we need to take hope away from this. We need to take the hope that there were 3 people that didn't know each other, that didn't know these girls, who immediately stepped up to create community, immediately stepped up to protect community, and immediately chose what some could say made a decision of love. We know that love and giving your life up in love is the ultimate sacrifice you can make for your greater community. So I ask you today to come away and think, how can you make your community bigger? How can you include more people into what you call your community? And those who won't let you in, that is their loss. That's who their ignorance. But we need to have the greater community, and we need to keep the hope that no matter what happens, the tragedy in a day or pattern that's occurring, that together our community and our hope can stick together to help ride this wave and make our community, whether it's our family, our city, our nation, our world, a better place. So please make your community bigger and share that hope with your whole community.
Thank you so much, Pierre, for your words and guidance to us. Our mission is grounded in 4 cornerstones: inbound good, outbound good, model citizen, and faith. Every year, we at MAPS recognize the exemplary individuals who have lived up to the values represented by these cornerstones and deliver impactful results. For this year, no one exemplifies inbound good value better than Taliesin, Rick, and Micah. I would like to request Executive Doug Constantine to present the Inbound Good Awards on behalf of MAPS to Asha and Micah, and Brother Bajti will pick the award for Rick and give it to the family. Thank you once again, Doug, and once again to our program heroes for what we have done. So now I request our Mayor John to give the next awards. This year's Outbound Good Award goes to Sister Uraib Khalifa. Uraib has been a dedicated volunteer at MAPS. She has been given the Best Business Program, where she organizes visits for hundreds of guests every year, taking care of receiving the guests, lining up the presenters, ordering food, and making sure that all our guests have a positive and memorable experience at MAPS. Uraib has been a tremendous assistance to help refugees from Syria and other places resettle in our great state. Her team runs the storage facility. Sometimes she herself drives the furniture from the storage facility seeking refuge in the United States. She volunteers to do humanitarian and relief work with local nonprofits, including One America and Americans for Refugees and Immigrants. Has been recognized for the Pioneer News Group's Award for Excellence in Journalism. She has published in the Seattle Globalist, the Daily of UW, and the International Examiner. She was included in the Empower 100 list, a nationwide list of American Muslim social justice leaders building power across the United States. She was a presidential elector for the 1st Congressional District and was one of the 6 American Muslim delegates from the Washington state attending the 2016 Democratic National Convention in Philadelphia. And among the youngest delegates in this year's statewide delegation of about 100 delegates from Washington. So please join me in recognizing Varisha. Thank you for all the work that you do. Thank you, Dow, and thank you, Mayor, again for handing these awards to these exceptional individuals. Before I close, we have a special handmade gift from our community to our 3 heroes. The MAPS Girl Scout, as you can see them standing here with the flowers in their hands, who has beautifully lined up here, worked together to create these gifts. Asha, Micah, and Vajdi, on behalf of Rick, please accept a piece of our collective heart. You can see the picture there. We have our hearts going with you back to Portland. You'll always have a friend in us. Thank you, Sister Gina and Aya, for handing over these gifts. Finally, I would like to welcome all the new people who came to MAPS for the first time. This is your masjid and your center. Irrespective of who you are and where you came from, you are one of us. Please take time after prayer to explore your masjid and programs. Grab a copy of our annual report where we have listed our activities. Subscribe to our newsletter, visit our website, volunteer for the activities. Let's give you all a tour, become a part of our community and help us in creating positive impact. Can you please sit down for a few minutes? Thank you again, Micah, Asha, and Margie, Vajdi, and Dow, and thanks for coming here and addressing our community. Eid Mubarak to all of you. Let's just wait till our guests depart, and then we can go. Thank you, thank you. Thank you.